So let's take a look at what's going on, shall we? This is the Four. This is the Four of Swords. So this usually dictates that you're worrying about something. You may not be sleeping. You may be sleeping too much. You may not be eating or eating the wrong foods. But it does look like some sort of emotional stress you are taking out on your body, or your body is being affected by it. It does look like 1 to 2 things are being resolved. So just take things one at a time, Aries, and then you can accomplish them to completion. You can resolve them to completion, but it does look like either eating or sleeping is being affected by your stress. What is crossing you is the happy family. So this kind of tells me that you may be having a lot of emotions around the family. The dynamics may be changing. There may be more people coming into the family, people coming out of the dynamic, but it does look like it's been taking a toll on your head, on your heart, and on your stomach. So if you can find a safe and quiet place to do a little meditation to release some of these frustrations and kind of achieve your happy home, that would be more beneficial to you. But the reason that it crosses here, and it's feeling like you may be presenting to the world that you have a happy family, even though it might be very tumultuous behind closed doors. So see if you can resolve some of those things to completion, and that you will probably have a better experience once you have resolved these things. The 10 is the ending of something. So it does look like you're trying to achieve balance in your family, as well as happiness in your heart. Okay, so it does feel like there may be a relationship that is problematic here. This is the Four of Wands, and wands are action, action. They're just action and movement. This is joyfulness. This is getting together with your friends, people you trust, people that you don't have to put on airs for. Whether you're having a good time in your house or not, they will have no opinion on that other than they love you. And they want you to grow and change into your greatest self. But it does look like you are having more and more collectives with either girlfriends or meetings or things that help you smile from this, because this situation is kind of laying heavy on your heart. What is in the past is the Queen of Swords. And queens are very exalted creatures. If it is a woman, it could stand for someone that's over 40 or very wise, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. But Queens of Swords can also stand for your intuition, your creative and mental acuity, how keen you are, and your communication. So it does feel like, make sure that your communication is noble and clear, and it's not cutting, it's not nasty, but it does look like some very important communication has come up, and it feels like it's a one-on-one communication. It feels like someone that is very strong in your heart. It could be your life partner or a child, parent, something like that. But it does look like some communication has just happened that was really important to shift awareness, to either create, happiness or freedom. But it does feel like a shift in your awareness has just happened. Sorry, my dog is like tickling the cards here. That's Becca the Wonder Dog. She says hi. Anyway, Ace of Cups is here. This is can be the love card. This can be the opening your heart to new love, and it can be the soulmate card as well. But it does feel like something is shifting in your love space. If you are in a committed relationship, it does feel like you have made some changes for the better for both of you, however that looks, whether together or apart. And for those of you who are not in relationship, it does feel like you are ready, willing, and able to open your heart and accept love in your heart. but it does look like things have kind of been the same for a long time. And this change really, really needed to happen probably a long time ago. But it's here now, and your heart is opening to new possibilities and new discoveries, new way of expressing love, and just kind of upgrading your love space. The aces are like the hands of God, so this is kind of destiny. And it also validates that we are in that Saturn time of really looking at your destiny, whether you should stay or whether you should go or open your heart or close it. So it does look like all of those processes are happening right now. The Wheel of Fortune is in the front here. This is a 10 card. And the Wheel of Fortune is a lovely card. It's whatever you put out in the world, you get back. It also can mean things going around and around and around and not really knowing where to stop. So the clearer you are in your headspace, the clearer the journey will be for you. But the possibilities are endless. So that pretty much means if you keep the focus in a positive, it will happen in a positive. If you keep the focus in a negative, it will continue in the negative. So really you are responsible for whatever you create by, our mind is like a computer. And if we focus on the negative, that seems to be what is brought to us. So I encourage you, Aries, to cast off those shadows of negativity, keep that mindset positive, and moving forward. But it does look like lots of opportunities, and it all depends on where your headspace is. The King of Cups is the basis of all this. Aries, this can stand for a male or a female. This is a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but it does feel like a lot of these changes and decisions and shifts in the family have to do with this water person. You may be in a one-on-one relationship with them, or they may be your sibling, your parent, but it does feel like you have shifted the focus to them. And it does look for a time being that this King of Cups has been focusing on you. And now there needs to be some reciprocation, or there's some more responsibility that is needed to help out this King of Cups. And it may be a woman or a man. It is not gender specific. But the Cups are an emotional creature. It's an intuitive creature, and he usually takes the high road. But it does feel like there is a challenge for this King, and that you have to step up a little bit and help them. Unconditional love, Aries, unconditional love. But it is your turn to pay back someone who has taken care of you. So it could be a parent, it could be a sibling. I don't think it's a child or a life partner. The Two of Wands is here. That's been coming out in a lot of different positions for almost all the signs. So this is really kind of leaving the things behind that didn't work for you, finding balance, making new agreements. This legacy key is lighting up. So it does look like things that have traditionally gone this way are not working anymore for you. So it's time to create a new. This card also is looking out into the future. This can be travel, healing. The healing energy is really lighting up. So it does look like from some of the things from the past that you've been working on healing, that you are almost there. You're almost completely released a lot of the anger, the resentment, because that is only standing in the way of your greatness. But it does look like you're taking a long, hard look at the possibilities that you never thought you would take a look at. So leave that mind open to all possibilities. Don't minimize them to just, traveling down the street. Who knows, you may be doing a safari to Africa or something like that, but don't limit yourself because of what traditionally has happened. Open yourself to new possibilities, Aries. So this is the Four of Cups. So it does look like you have been a little disappointed in love. or disappointed in those interpersonal relationships. But this is the card of disappointment. This is also the card of kind of focusing on things that have happened and not paying attention to what needs to be happened or the gifts that are right in front of you. So see if you can shift your awareness from the things that you can no longer control from the past, whether it was betrayal, whether it was gossip, whether it was manipulation, whatever the negative was that made you sad and regretful. It's time to look at the new gifts that are right in front of you. So pull off that blinder, Aries, and take a look at what's right in front of you. This can no longer be changed, but this can. This is something new, and it's right there waiting for you to grab it. Knight of Pentacles is here. Knight depicts motion. It can be a person. If it is a person, it is an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It does feel like it's a person that is probably under 30, or if they're over 30, they have a childlike heart. Doesn't mean that they're necessarily immature, but they have a childlike heart. Again, this is Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, and this is someone that is looking towards the future. This is someone that is grounded, mature, loving. This also feels like this person is kind of mentoring you or giving you words of love and faith and encouragement to make these changes. Could be even your own child or a very dear friend. But it does feel like they're helping you get some things in order on a physical level. So they could be helping you pack boxes, move things, get rid of things. But it does look like somebody is lending a hand to you to make this stuff move a little bit quicker. We also have the 5 here. This is kind of the argument or tumultuous stuff, can be gossip, and this is a big challenge. It can also mean energy that is unwanted towards you. Well, this is upside down. So it does look like you have taken a step away from the petty arguments. You're not engaging in some of the things that are not in the higher levels for you. It does look like someone, may even be the King of Cups, is able to push your buttons and you're just being a little bit more neutral to their button pushing and kind of looking more towards your future than allowing them to light you up and to get all uptight about something. So it does look like you have made a mental change, a mental shift of yourself, that you are no longer going to engage in this kind of petty BS that has been going on. So the Ace of Wands is here. It is upside down. This is God stuff. This is aha stuff. This is hand of God. And when it's upright like this, it's something that is very spontaneous, very quick, very unknown, kind of out of the blue. Well, it is upside down. So it does look like the changes that are happening, that you're quite aware of them. You've been quite aware of them for a while. It's necessary. So it does look like you've taken your first step into making those changes, that the old way of doing things is no longer working. So you're really embracing the new changes and incorporating them into your life, also by not engaging in the past struggles as well. So even though this is upside down, it is a Hand of God card, and it does feel like you're quite aware. It's not something that's a complete surprise. It won't take you by surprise. So that is your general reading, Aries, for, oh, look at that. You've had a bunch of jumpers for the month of October. So I'm going to throw them all out here. They all wanted to come out. So let's see. And these are color-coded for the chakras. So it does look like recovery. It does feel like you are recovering from either an emotional upset. It could be even a physical upset. You could be embracing sobriety or continuing sobriety, or just changing some out-of-date agreements or behaviors that no longer work for you. So it does look like you're recovering from that change. Insecurity, it's time to realize that you are enough. Your insecurities have held you back from love, have held you back from greatness, and held you back from moving forward into your gifts. And so they've brought up a lot of fear. So this may be happening right now. I encourage you to walk through it, use your intuition, and realize that you're really, really close to walking to the other side. You are in the middle of growth. You are right smack dab in the middle of growth. And when we have growth and changes, our insecurities do come up. But it may be time to isolate yourself, get out of this tumultuous stuff for a little bit and, go sit on a rock and look at the water or on a mountain or something and just find some isolation and some solitude away from a bit of the chaos, and you'll be able to clear your head and know what your next step is.